Welcome back to World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade Classic Blind. After much effort, I'm here in Ragefire Chasm. So let's bully some low-level elites. They're starting off at level 13, which is very low. We can probably make it through here without using any of our buff items. So let's see how this goes. An Earth Borer.
That ability isn't.
Let's see if we end up with just an inventory full of stuff. A Molten Elemental, which we basically one hit. Fantastic. Oh yeah. They might be elite, but they're also level 13, so. Here's a Tribal Vest. Based on the level of things here, probably whatever we get as drops is going to be very cheap. We're also getting some sword skill here, and axes, so. We're fighting things, hitting them with attacks. Kind of just walking through. Ooh. We got lava down there. That'd probably still hurt us. A Ragefire Shaman. I don't think that demoralizing shout's necessary. Man, look at all these guys. There's a lot of guys down here. Curved Dagger of Power. Linen Cloth. Oh yeah. This is gonna go well.
I can't do that yet.
Throw in a few cleaves. I was doing a heal. Not allowed. A Raider Short Sword of Strength. I feel like we're going to end up killing bosses accidentally without even realizing they're bosses. That's how overpowered we are here. Looks like there might be a few different ways. We're up to level 15 elite. If that makes much of a difference. Looks like there's an up and two downs. Okay.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Merc Sword of the Monkey. So we might have multiple paths in here. That's pretty interesting. Oh my goodness, for damage. Our items are filling up very nicely. Try moving that down a little bit. This is like an, yeah, this is an upper path. We'll see where this goes. Looks like this goes on to the next area, so let's check out these lower paths first. Just based on the map I'm seeing here. Definitely a good looking dungeon. It's all full of lava and fire. Ragefire Chasm. Name don't lie. Yeah, I bet this would still hurt me.
I can't do that yet.
We're probably gonna have to end up dropping some stuff. Since we're over here taking all the loot from the entire dungeon.
That ability isn't.
Getting a little bit of money. There's some fancy shoes. And the footwear of the Falcon. Even the vendor prices of these aren't much, since they
I can't do that.
are basically level 13-ish things, so. Can't really be too surprised.
Not ready yet.
Looks like this path doesn't go anywhere. Kind of loops back down on that path. So maybe you could go this way and then drop down. Assuming the other path downwards is more difficult. If they're about the same, it probably doesn't make too much of a difference. Just more things to get, more things to kill, I suppose. More quest enemies or something. There's a tiger's eye. Not worth much. Take a little. Probably jump down here from there, maybe. Not sure if this goes anywhere. We're very strong. Still, probably don't want to jump in the lava, though. That'd be a mistake. Almost want to jump in the lava, just to see how much damage it does. I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
That ability isn't.
Got a little shield.
Can't do that yet.
I think we can pretty safely say we're not going to find much good loot here for our level. It's more for the adventure. And the tiger's eye. This doesn't go anywhere either. Okay. Maybe there's a rare spawn here sometimes or something. I don't know. Or it's just more guys to fight. For experience and all that. Gives you an opportunity to come down here and be next to the lava though, so that's fun. So we will head back up to the next area. Toss out a few things that are worthless. Here's this lifeless stone again that has the weird auction price even though it's a gray item. Trying to keep things that could stack. That way, a handful of non-stackable items. Rough wooden staff. Hand wraps. Especially things here at less than a silver. That's probably not worth keeping. Okay, another big group of guys. Which would probably be more concerning if you were lower level and aggroed more than one thing. Got some molten elementals. Makes a lot of sense. We are in a very molten area. Don't think I've seen very many worm-like enemies before. That's slightly different. I thought that was a glowing crystal or something. It looks like it's just a stalagmite coming out of the lava somehow. That's fun. I think there's a way up here. Probably not going to go anywhere specific. So far we've seen quite a few branching paths, but nothing really on the branches, so maybe we'll get some more. This goes a little bit further. Going up and around. Nope, we're still just up here. And we got two molten elementals up here. I guess this kind of works as a preview of the next area. You want to scope some stuff out. We got Searing Blade Enforcers, Voidwalker Minion. So we're getting some more humanoid guys. Looks like orcs or something. Ogres maybe? Not sure exactly. Yeah, shotgun. Now we're back in this room. Okay. These Searing Blade guys. Oh, they knocked me over. That's impressive. Congratulations. You slightly bothered me for a moment there. That's more than a lot of these guys can say. We've gotten some recipes. What do we got here? Copper chain vest. A blacksmithing recipe we already know. Probably don't need that then. Don't know where we would have. That's just a regular recipe you get from the vendors. Since we already know it, we don't need another one. Here we have a small Sephorium charge engineering recipe. It's worth a little bit. Keep that. Looks like we got two paths again. Oh, there's a boss. Interesting spot here. whole bunch of different paths on the lava. Looks like you might be able to skip around the boss here. Go around the outside. That's interesting. Maybe the boss calls on all his friends from all the different directions. It's possible. Swiftness potion recipe. Some drumsticks. This looks like the way. My goodness. Shadow gem. Alright, under 150. Say goodbye. Let's see, that's 20. These are just taking up a big amount of inventory space, so I'm saying nah to the wooden cloth. Mallet. That one's 10 silver, that's not bad. My goodness. Poor guys don't stand a chance. What we got up here?
Not ready yet.
Targam the Hungerer. Cool. So we are sweeping around the outside of the room. Because we can. A lot of guys. A lot of guys. I think there's a few guys that walk around. So they have managed to avoid our annihilation so far. I think we're ready for the boss. Look at this cool looking guy. He's like, not my problem. Not my problem. It's like, I'm just going to ignore that. We get crystalline cuffs. Cloth wrists with intellect and spirit increases damage and healing done by magical spells and effects by up to 4. Very fun. You were just starting out, getting a new piece of gear that increases your healing. It's very nice.
I can't do that yet. I need a target.
look at all these guys. Linen cloth, you can leave. If we tried to keep the linen cloth, we'd be here forever. Stuff under 2 can go away. It's going to be a constant effort to throw things out of our inventory. Ooh, Cave Dweller Bracers. Male with strength and stamina. Very solid. Very effective. Also very effective at filling up our inventory. Now, what's this? It's a weird glowing crystal thingy. Okay. I think there's some guys up here. Figure out how to get up there, maybe. Or was that... That was... No, that wouldn't be right. Aha! Here we go. It's an interesting looking thing. Native branch of the wolf. Offhand item with agility and spirit. Cool. See if we can find something up here to interact with that weird red ball we found. Boy, these guys don't stand much of a chance. Unfortunate. Unfortunate to be them. And up.
I can't do that yet. I don't have a...
Ooh, what we got there? Dwarven Hatchet of Strength, +1 strength. Neat. Look at this guy. Basilan. I bet he's fancy. Level 16 elite. Some kind of demon-y boy. And killing him, we get Prospector boots. Okay. Up. Did I have a swirl around it earlier? I'm concerned if this is a teleporter. It might teleport us somewhere we don't actually want to be. That is a distinct possibility here. Doesn't look like there's more of the dungeon specifically. Could be a teleporter to a different area. I'm not sure. Out of here. Based on the map, it doesn't look like there's more to do. What was that, 2 bosses? I think. Play with this. Doesn't have an indicator on it. I just kind of walk through it. Maybe it's a quest. Probably a quest. I'm gonna take a guess. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here. There's probably a quest to come get the thing. Grab the magic floaty ball. On the off chance there's actually more to do here. Since this is such low-level content, that doesn't really matter. Going to go make sure I'm not missing something obvious here. Okay, that looks like it's it. This is for a quest, which would summon an enemy for the quest. But since we're not on that quest and we don't have whatever that is, can't exactly do it. So instead, we're going to head out of here. And it would be quicker. I need to see if there's something right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave Ragefire Chasm, die, take the debuff for respawning at Spirit Healer, run up there, figure out if there's anything that's being hidden there, and then continue on my way. As far as interesting items we have here, we got 2 blue items. They're both wrist items. Handful of semi-valuable items. This sword is probably one of the more expensive things. 10 silver. It actually is the most expensive, maybe. 8 silver on that sword. It says it auctions for 40, but eh. I really doubt there's too much demand for level 11 swords. Much like these weird lifeless stones. 2 silver, 3 silver, 5 silver. 1 silver, but stacks to 5, so 5 silver. 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4. 7 silver on this hatchet. Yeah. A couple good things in here. And we have to remember, things in here are like level 16 tops. So, not a huge deal for us. Overall, a nice starter dungeon. Much smaller than Dead Mines was. Probably bigger than Stockade, so. Very nice atmosphere. Very fiery, as the name would suggest. But now we got a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe selling all these things will help make up for the death costs we're going to be incurring here. It's definitely the fastest way to be back over here. Because if I Hearthstoned out to Ironforge, then I had to run all over the place. Hey, Nero Fireblade. I'm just here for the confusion. I'm gonna show up and... There. What shop is this? Is it even a shop?
That ability isn't ready yet.
Killed some guy. Alright. And we're back at Razor Hill. Turn me to life. Yes, 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 yes. Very good. And since we only died the one time earlier, take that 10% and then that 25%. Stuff is about half durability now. That's good enough. Okay. I think we can run straight through. We have all 20 guys. We do have this debuff. Probably shouldn't. Going to anyways. Hi Razor Hill, how you doing? Doing pretty well? I'm high enough level that you don't care? Cool. Grat says, Thak Magak. Agar says, Thak Magak. Cool. Orcish. Don't know Orcish. Back through this. Interesting little area. Are we still in PvP? That's what I said that was about. I don't know. I was like, what's this guy doing here? He waved. How nice. I just killed one of their NPCs and they're just waving at me. No, no, no. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. That is revenge for the time that they killed the king of Ironforge. I killed one random, not even a shop owner. That's pretty much the same thing, right? Right? This time, we are not going to charge straight into the gates of Orgrimmar. Doesn't work out, it turns out. I want to see if I can get on this. See if there's any NPCs around this tower. Super high level guard. So we could probably get on there. If we were careful. I guess the next question is there any enemies on the boat? Zeppelin to Undercity. I wouldn't want to go there either, so. Oh, Skull Rock. We discovered Skull Rock. Looks like Skull Rock is a cave. There's an Orcish player. Just gonna hang out behind them. Yep, Skull Rock is an area with level 10s. Yep, another one of those caves. Very cool. What are you doing? silly guys. Refreshing spring water. Alright, we're done here. These Zeppelins are interesting. I guess the Horde must have less ports or something. Nifty. Something to Gromgal. Stranglethorn. Well, I don't want to go to Stranglethorn. Or the Undercity anyways, so. I'm going to hop on over to the Barrens. I'll go to Ratchet to sell off all my stuff. You're not vendor. And then I guess we're gonna head to Wailing Caverns. Since we're in the area. Also get somebody to repair my stuff. Probably be a good idea. Wailing Caverns should be less deadly for us, since we don't need to charge through an enemy capital to get in. I wonder how many people bring their very low-level Alliance characters over here to Ragefire Chasm. I wouldn't imagine very many, but it is a low-level dungeon, so there might be some stuff in there that people would want. But just the whole process of getting in there is a little bit of a problem. I assume with a character low enough level that they would care about that loot, they would also die a whole bunch more times. Oh, there's actually a high level guy here. I thought everybody here was low level. Yeah, everybody else is level 30. But they got one super high level guard. Well, that's good to know, I suppose. Yikes. But he doesn't have a stun, so he only got a few attacks in before we rode off into the sunset. So that's good for us. It's very spiky. They seem like less like roads and more like just paths, really. Beating down the sands. Alright. Very good. Very good. See if I can go along the coast here to get down to Ratchet. It's a bit of mountains, but looks like you can get to. There's a small path along the sides there. Level 40 guard. Not a big deal. Alright, back in the Barrens. Ironically, less barren than over there. We got like an Iceland-Greenland thing going on here. I don't know. There's a giraffe. Chilling. Just a nice path down here by the river. Nice, easy way to get down to Ratchet. Instead of having to head towards the crossroads and then skirting around it, because that is a contentious location. Flame Strider. Zebra. And here's Ratchet. Fantastic. See if I have any of these gems already stacked up in the bank. Probably not going to need the lowest level gems anymore for much of anything, but if they're already stacked in there, might as well just keep stacking.
Time is money, friend.
Yeah, Jades, Star Rubies, Citrines, Mossagates, Aquamarines. We don't have a Malachite in here. We don't have a Shadow Gem. Alright, that's fine. Probably don't need some of those other ones either. Of course, stone we got, though. I think otherwise, should be good to sell all this.
Hurry back.
Let's see if we can find blacksmith or something. That brewmaster is hostile. Blade and chain. Perfect. Armor and shield
Well, I
caster.
have a deal for you.
Interesting how these blue things are so much cheaper. Just because they're wrist items? Ow. We could have a nice showcase of what all these things look like. That's a small sword. It's a decent looking axe. Oh, that's a big sword. Very nice. Some pants. Shoes. We're gonna look like a hot mess by the time this is done. Good looking axe. We're still rocking all our stuff, right? Didn't accidentally put any of that on. If it's got a vendor price of more than 10 silver, we know it's... Alright. So long. Ragefire, Chasm. Various loots. Hardly knew ye. And our repair cost is 1 gold. A net loss for our fair city. Okay.
Have a good one.
Fantastic. It was worth it. I'd say it was worth it. Adventure and all that. Okay. Let's get over to Wailing Caverns. Looks like it's going to be a dungeon over there. But whether or not the actual Wailing Caverns starts immediately or if there's going to be a intermediate part there. Like the Dead Mines. We will see. It'll help if we go the correct direction. Shoo. He hit me from a very far distance. That's okay. Cross the road and then it's near the lush water oasis. Very good. These gazelle are very sickly. My goodness. Should be also next to this mountain. We'll know when we see it. It's flying overhead. They're gone. See, it's called the Barrens, but it also has these lush areas. They're really underselling what they got going on here. Lush Water Oasis. Meeting Stone for Wailing Caverns. So, looks like it's gonna be in here. Oh yeah. Well, that's a good entrance. Oh, is that the entrance? What's up here? The entrance is down there. What's this? This is rock. Oh, is this a giant stone face? It's a giant stone face, isn't it? Or a skull, perhaps. Let's get a good look at this. Oh, yeah. Big skull. And presumably these are like the orc tusks or something. Big, giant stone orc skull. Fantastic. I like it. So we're going to be jumping down a giant stone nose to the Wailing Caverns next time. Goodbye.